Hey, everyone. How you doing? This is Sharon Combs with UCDI Leadership. Just doing some recording and having some meetings today, and wanted to take a short moment to create this video so that I could share the video, and it also will be added to my resource library for use at a later date. But I wanted to talk about the words can and will. Now, at different levels, can and will have different meanings to you. Professionally, however, or when people are looking to decide whether they want to partner with you or do a joint venture, can and will take on different importance levels. I'll say it like that, importance levels. So in some of the meetings, in two of the meetings I had today, as we were talking, I was listening. You have to listen, not just listen for what's said, but listen so that you can hear the direction of the conversation. You can hear the spoken needs, the unspoken needs. You can actually begin to kind of have a backdrop of what's going on in the conversation. So I was doing my utmost to listen, listening just really sincerely so to see if I'm the perfect fit to help this individual, if I need to refer them out to somebody else, or if, it's just something I can just pray for them and hope the best. So anyway, I'm listening. And as I was listening, it was occurring to me that the person who was explaining to me, they didn't understand their own can and will. And so they were asking me if I could do certain things. And yes, I can. And they were also asking me about will I do certain things, but they were not tapping into their own can and will, like, because there are things I can do. I can do these things if you will do those things. Whenever you're in a partnership with somebody and it's like project management or project oversight or development, there will be things other individuals need to do so that the entire project can move forward. And so, even if you can do something, if somebody has not done, like they will not or have not done what needs to be done on the front end, labor intensive, data entry, gathering what needs to be gathered, then that limits your ability to can on this other end. And I was really listening. And all of a sudden, because I'm listening, and I was like, wow, these are one of the transitional barriers that as we're growing in leadership development and growing in new opportunities and coming into new rooms of influence and new rooms of finance and new rooms of just friendships, relationships, fellowship, all of those new rooms, there are these intangible barriers that come up that you may not know, but they're there. And so, anyway, with this can and will, I was really listening, and it hit me that these are some of the intangible barriers when people are like, man, I can do that. They never gave me an opportunity. You have to decide whether, when you're meeting and speaking to them, you have to decide whether they're really vetting your ability to be able to do something, or whether the ability of your will is what's being vetted. Not just your ability to have the capabilities of doing it, but will you do it? And so often when you are going for a promotion in-house and people know you or they work with you for a few years, or you have relationships with someone, business relationships, but you haven't done business together, but you've done business parallel. And now you're like, oh, well, we can do this because I can do this. And you begin to make plans based on your can, not knowing that the will is what's going to be vetted. Will you do this? Will you follow through on what you said? Will you do the things you said you were going to do in a timely manner? And so when you're having meetings like that, whether they're in corporate, whether they're in healthcare, whether they're at school, identify, is this a can or a will meeting? Are what we're vetting right now are my actual abilities and capabilities, or is what's being vetted the will? Like, will you do this thing? Will you follow through? Will you have it done in a timely manner? Those things are crucial. And if you can navigate those nuances and navigate those intangibles, it can really help you move your meetings and your projects and your businesses forward. So I just wanted to take this real quick thing to say, hey, sometimes you feel like people are overlooking you and you keep saying, I can, I can, I can, but know that they may not be vetting your can. They may be vetting your will. Will you do it? If you've been working there 7 years and you're like, I can work when everything is down, or I can be flexible with my schedule, or I can be a part of a team when the rubber meets the road. I can show up. Our chips are down. We're here. Let's do it. We're working as a team. I can do that. They may not be vetting whether you can do it, but they may be vetting on whether you will do it based on the experiences they've had for you and based on the body of experiential work you've already built, that currency you've already built, and the reaction and the relationships and in the interactions with that individual. So I just wanted to share that with you and say, hey, recognize when you're going into a meeting, say, hey, is this meeting going to be about whether I can do something or whether I will do something? Not whether I have the capabilities, but will I do it? And be honest, be honest with yourself, and then position yourself so that you can meet the needs, both the spoken needs and the unspoken needs. That is a key area, and that is a critical area in moving whatever you're wanting to do forward. My name is Sharon Combs. If you guys are interested in connecting with me or linking in with me, you can find me on LinkedIn. Really, that's the best place to find me. Also, you can go to my website, which is www.sharoncombs.com. You can go to ucdileadership.com, or you can just text 214-717-5921. Again, we're in the fourth quarter of this year. Please leave it all out. Go all out here in this fourth quarter. The things that you wanted to see in maybe the first or second quarter, and maybe the global economy or the marketplace, shutdowns, not shutdowns, the different things with the pandemic may have created barriers for you. I do want to encourage you to refocus, lean into this last quarter of the year, and really work on your deliverables. Just work on your deliverables. Don't try to take over Rome in a day, but definitely take over today. Take over you and take over today and work on your deliverables. And when you're in those meetings, just ask yourself, even as you're going in and questions are being asked to you, ask yourself, is this a can question or is this a will question? And respond accordingly. Y'all be safe. God bless. My name is Sharon Combs. Hope to hear from you. Keep crushing it. And remember, leadership begins with you. It begins with you.